We're screen capturing. Let's attempt to play Blair Witch Volume 3, the Elly Kedward tale. That was a pain in the ass getting this thing to try to run. That was a pain in the ass getting this thing to try to run. Well, not run, but work properly.
To Father Joshua Stone, Baltimore, Maryland, February 19, 1786. My dear friend and trusted advisor, regretfully, I must inform you that I shall not be returning to Baltimore in the spring. I cannot, in good conscience, return to my position as a shepherd to the faithful. How can I lead my flock when I myself have lost my way? Before I can ever preach again, I must rediscover my own faith. I have come to question the very nature of good and evil. I have seen bloodshed in the name of God, and witnessed his children sowing the seeds of evil. I cannot escape my intuition that our good Christian faith blinds us to the greater evil that exists within our midst. Tomorrow, I travel to Blair Township. Doubtless you have heard of their recent demonic plight. I know not what manner of evil plagues Blair, but I go to find the true nature of God, and in the process, myself, your humble servant and eternal friend, Jonathan Pry.
So, like I was saying before, like, I'm super excited to play this because this is kind of like the origin story of the Blair Witch, you know? Which button's J? There's the journal. So I'm very excited to, like, check out and see what kind of, like, cool things the origin story to Blair Witch has, you know? Signed, the Township of Blair. Alright, here we go.
My good lady, where are your townspeople going?
Out of Blair. It is the den of Satan. The witch feasts on our children.
What witch? Explain yourself, woman.
God help you if you go to Blair.
I thought this was Blair. Alright, yeah. Looks like the owner abandoned the store. So, I mean, while that is annoying that, you know, the screen does a little bit of flickering, I don't think that's going to affect us too much here. We'll live with it, I think. The door is locked. Unless it becomes, like, wholly intolerable. Who knows? We've only been checking, like, a couple of screens. So the last game had items flicker, right? What's my lantern? That. I have the lantern on a joystick. May or may not be a terrible decision. So I might, like, accidentally pull up, you know, the wrong thing. Actually, you know what? I could turn the journal off because this is the journal right here, and I bring it up with the back button. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna remove that. That way. That way I don't accidentally turn it on. Right? I could just go to the back button and there we go. That'll work. Now I don't have to worry about it. The tavern isn't open for business. It's a tavern! Like, what tavern isn't ever open for business? We'll just say the flickering of the lantern is intentional. Because it's a lantern, right? That's how those light sources work. You know, they flicker.
Gentlemen, can you tell me, please, where are all the people going?
It's the witch, Elly Kedward.
Never speak her name, boy.
Good sir, I implore you, what terrifies the people so?
God has forsaken us into the arms of evil. Go back to where you came from, friend, before it's too late.
Tell me, is there anyone in town? Anyone who can help me? I've come to fight the evil here.
Sir, you are a fool if you stay here. But the town's magistrate, Jonah, and Father Goodfellow have stayed behind. Jonah is located in the courthouse, and Father Goodfellow is in the church.
It's the witch! Oh. Barn open. Uh-oh. Huh! What is this thing? I can't interact with it? Oh, I'll beat you. Ah! Why is it a god? I found 20 bullets. Maybe I should have shot it with my gat. I found some whiskey.
I'd better take this with me. Never know when I could use a drink.
It is quite cold outside. Never know when I could use a drink. What are all these dead things? Oh, are they dead owls? Found missing persons poster? Who was the missing person? Journal. Yeah. I found you. It's probably one of the developers, right? They usually like to throw in Easter eggs like that. Okay. That is the exact place where I just was. Ah, it's like a dead chicken. Bugawk? Begawk? Okay, I'm outside now. Hi-ho. Let's call it save 1. Boop. Nobody's around. The inn has been abandoned. Well, how will I sleep here?
I would welcome you, good sir, but I cannot imagine what your purpose would be in traveling here. Tell me, what is your name and what business do you have here?
I am Jonathan Pry. I've heard stories of an evil that plagues your town. I've come to offer my assistance.
Pry? I've heard that name. A witch hunter.
I have been known as such.
Well, I will tell you this. Witch Hunter, our town has indeed been vexed by unexplainable occurrences. Several of the town's children have disappeared, but we have no need for the interference of outsiders.
Your children are disappearing. Your townsfolk are fleeing and speaking of witches and demons. And still you refuse my help?
The people can be forgiven for jumping to a supernatural conclusion. They fear for the well-being of their children. But this is an official matter. I have 2 suspects in my custody now. I appreciate your offer, but your help is not needed here.
The stories speak of a witch.
Yes, we've sown the seeds of our own local legend with that one, I'm afraid.
Tell me about her.
No, nothing to tell, really. An old woman named Elly Kedward was found guilty of practicing witchcraft, and in accordance with local laws, she was banished from the town.
Banished?
Yes, she was tied to a wheelbarrow, dragged into the woods, and left for dead. The winters are harsh here, and no one could survive in the deep woods without shelter, especially an old woman.
But how can you be sure?
We have sent several search parties into the woods, both to look for the missing children and the remains of the witch. Neither has been found.
But the children? What else could explain the disappearances?
Most likely they've gone into hiding. After Elly was banished, the children's imaginations began to run wild.
But you mentioned suspects.
Yes. I am awaiting the arrival of troops to escort 2 prisoners to Baltimore for trial. And one of them, a woman named Elizabeth Styler, is suspected of witchcraft.
Do you think she is involved in the disappearances?
I found her lying on the floor in the Kedward home. She was mumbling strange phrases. Around her were the remains of dead animals, arranged in a strange pattern. I arrested her for suspicion of practicing the black arts.
Who is the other prisoner?
Our town drunk, Hiram Heathtoe. We found him hiding in Smith's barn in town. He's always been a bit crazy, but now he insists that he was hiding from a witch or some other form of demonic being. We arrested him for stealing a chicken from one of the local farmers. Until the troops arrive, I will be conducting a more thorough investigation.
I would like to question your prisoners. With your permission, of course.
You're a man who doesn't take no for an answer, Witch Hunter. I don't see any use in talking to a drunk and a delusional woman, but you may see them. But I warn you, Witch Hunter, do not interfere with my investigation. Here is the key to the jail.
I assure you that I will stay out of your way. My offer stands. I am at your service if there is anything I can do.
If you truly believe that this is a matter of witchcraft, you might consider a visit to Coffin Rock.
What is Coffin Rock?
Coffin Rock has been the source of legend for generations. Some say from the time before this area was even settled by the white man. Most of the townsfolk whisper the name and would never venture there. But it seems to me that a witch hunter would be interested in a place like that.
Perhaps after talking to your prisoners.
Here is a map to Coffin Rock. It lies near the center of the forest. If you find anything that will be of use to me, report back here immediately. You should go to the church and speak with Father Goodfellow. He may have other information that may interest you.
You know, it'd be funny, like, we write this letter about how we're gonna go to Blair, Maryland, and we're gonna inspect some things, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get there and you meet the mayor, and he's just like, no, we don't need your help, and you're like, all right, well, I'll just pack my stuff up and see you later. Game over. What? That was the game? Okay, I guess my services weren't needed. There, we got the jail key, right?
If you find anything that will be of use to me, report back here immediately.
Immediately. Nice wig. Not. Got him. Can I take the gun? It's got like a blunderbuss on the wall. I can't have that? I thought they were showing it to me so that they would give it to me. Give it to me, baby!
If you find anything that will be of use to me, report back here immediately.
No. No one wants to talk to you, George Washington wannabe. Ooh, let's churn some butter. Churn that butter. Churn that butter, baby. Churn that butter. We're gonna make some butter. Churn that butter all night long. Butter churn. Butter churn. Get some forearms, man. Oh, this dude's house. You just walking all up into his house. We'll go into his bedroom. Take a tinkle on his bed. Dude, it's a double-sided hearth. That's dope. That's dope. Yep, just some of the transitions the game doesn't like. For, you know, whatever reason. Alright. Well, we need to find the prison. But we should probably also go talk to the Padre. Oh, in excelsis stay. Oh. In excelsis stay. Oh.
Good day, Father. I am Jonathan Pry. I've come to investigate the strange events that have plagued your town.
Welcome, welcome, my son. I am Father Hale Goodfellow. A demonic evil has infested our once peaceful town. The people flee in terror. I have prayed that someone will be able to rid this place of her. God willing, you are that man.
Her? Do you mean Elly Kedward? Do you believe she's the Blair Witch?
Oh, I am certain of it, my son. I discovered her diabolic ways some time ago. And though Jonah finally banished her to the woods, I fear she has escaped and is now exacting her revenge upon the poor souls of this town.
It was you who discovered that she practiced witchcraft? Tell me, Father. Tell me what happened.
She worked her evil charms on the children of Blair. One of these children, a young girl named Isabel Abel, confided in me, and hence the witch was found out.
What sort of evil charms?
You got any puppets?
No one knows. The children said that she lured them to her house and drew their blood. It was on this basis that I accused her of witchcraft. What other reasonable explanation could there be? I reported my findings to the magistrate, and she was found guilty.
Strange behavior, to be sure. But what other evidence do you have of her witchcraft?
It is the very children who accused her that have gone missing. In my mind, this means that the witch has survived her punishment, or worse, returned from the dead to seek her vengeance.
Tell me what you know about the prisoners that Jonah has locked up in jail.
Hiram is harmless enough. He is weak and drinks too much, and I believe that Jonah has him locked up for his own safety. The woman, Elizabeth Styler, is an entirely different story. She is in league with the devil, and her soul must be cleansed. It is for our own safety that I placed a ward on her cell, binding her from using her pagan magic. I cannot help but believe that she has conspired with the Kedward witch and is connected to the missing children.
You are so convinced of your truth, Father. I wish I could be so sure.
What troubles you, my son? You act as if you've lost your faith.
I have.
You must believe in yourself and in God. He has placed you here to test you, and it is only your faith that will allow you to succeed.
Then pray for me, Father, for my faith has rotted. God has left me, and I abandon him in return.
If you have lost your faith, why did you come here?
I came here to discover, or rediscover, what I truly believe, but each passing moment leaves me more confused. Perhaps I should leave this place before I bring the wrath of God down upon us all.
You will find your faith again, my son, and it shall be stronger than ever. You must believe that God has sent you on this great journey to help not only the children of Blair, but yourself as well.
Yes, the children.
There are things I must tell you. Strange things that I have witnessed firsthand.
What kinds of things?
Graves have been defiled, corpses missing, and one night as I walked home through the forest, I saw the undead roaming through the woods. At first I thought my eyes were failing me. I'm not as young as I used to be. But I ventured close enough to see them, disfigured and demon-eyed, and smell them. Oh, I tell you, my son, the smell was horrible. They chased me, and I feared for my life. It was a truly horrific experience.
Could it have been a dream?
I wish it had been, but it was real. And a few nights later, I began hearing a voice beckoning me. Now I realized it was the witch. The voice was strange, garbled, but at the same time, gentle and alluring. I found it impossible to resist and ventured into the woods. I don't know the woods well, and it was very dark. I was lost after only a few moments. It was then that the voice became threatening, demonic. It became obvious that it was the witch and that I was in the presence of the devil himself.
That is a strange tale, Father.
There are many things here that are strange. I pray that you will uncover the truth, my son, and spare our poor town from this blight.
I will do what I can. Whatever truth lies in those woods, I will seek it out.
I like how they tried to make it like more cinematic with the conversations instead of like two stiff characters just standing there. Like he walked over to his shelf, he walked to look out the window. It's all kind of silly, but yeah, I kind of like it. Oh, don't shoot him.
I pray that you will uncover the truth, my son, and spare our poor town from this blight.
I mean, maybe do shoot him, I don't know. Blast on him. So they got no evidence, they were just like, yeah, she's a witch. That's usually how it was, right? You don't need evidence. I don't need evidence. I have words. Words are all the evidence I need. Oh, churn some butter. Oh, his hearth isn't double-sided. Whack. Okay, that was good and pleasant for my eyes. Nice, nice drawing well.
The gate is sealed. What form of magic blocks my way?
I don't know. It's a lock. The gate is sealed. What form of sorcery is this? It's just a lock, dude.
It's locked. I need a key to open it. It's locked. I need a key to open it.
Sure. That's not the prison, then. So, where be Avar a prison? Oh shit. What the hell? Well, who's that? Some ladies all strung up. That can't be good. Constable, Mayor, you have a, woman strung up? Oh, God. Ah, I found the prison. Save. Do not pass go. See, that's a Monopoly joke. That's a Monopoly joke because we're in jail right now.
Who are you? What do you want? I told that damn Jonah I ain't got nothing to do with anything. Can't you all leave me be? Or at least give me a damn drink.
My name is Jonathan Pry. I want to talk to you about the strange events that have befallen your town.
I ain't got nothing to say unless I have something to drink.
Is this what you're looking for?
There it is. Oh, come here, my precious. I have missed you.
Gulp, gulp.
Thank you, Mr. Pry. Now tell me, what do you want to know?
Tell me about Elly Kedward.
The Blair Witch. I told that damn Jonah not to do anything so foolish as to send her into the woods. She will be the death of us all, Mr. Pry. I'm sure of it. She has dark knowledge that can send us all into Satan's arms. She's come back to drag us to the bowels of hell. Look at me. I hid for days from these evil deeds. That Smith's boy. I only came out when I was hungry. Potter says I stole a chicken from him, so they throw me in here, defenseless. It's only a matter of time before the devil finds me here. Shh, we must speak quietly. One of the devil's disciples shares this very jail with me.
But Hiram, I can hear you just fine. You can't hide from me, friend.
Please, Mr. Pry, I beg of you. If you have power over the evil that plagues this town, start here, with the wickedness that lurks in this jail.
Oh, she made some nice drawings.
Why have they imprisoned you, good lady?
They accuse me of heresy. I'm guilty of nothing other than being in Elly Kedward's house.
The magistrate said you were behaving strangely.
Strangely? Yes. Would not anyone behave strangely after seeing the terrors I beheld? When I entered the house, I was greeted with the stench of death. Slaughtered animals, entrails asunder, it was all too much. I was paralyzed with fear. When Jonah found me, I was still out of my senses. That could not have been my work. I could never have done that to those animals.
But why? Why were you in Elly's house in the first place?
She calls me.
Elly? She calls you?
Yes. She calls for help. Elly is not evil. She is only misunderstood, as am I. She did not harm any of those children. Elly was the one that taught me the ways of the craft before they banished her. I've not seen her since that wretched day.
So, you admit to being a witch?
Yes, but no one knew. I kept it a private matter, lest I end up dead like Elly. I'm not an evil woman. Does the mere practice of witchcraft make me so?
I hear stories of walking dead, of children disappearing, of all sorts of strange things. Surely nothing good or pure could bring about such horror. These events are somehow related to each other, and I am here to find out why.
But I've done nothing wrong. They call me a heretic, simply for violating their principles of Christianity.
I am going to Coffin Rock today to investigate these events. Then we shall see what form of evil is at work in this town.
Cool beans, cool beans. So she said she's a witch, so she's not even denying it. I never heard of Styler before. That one's new.
But I've done nothing wrong. They call me a heretic, simply for violating their principles of Christianity.
Oh, I'm a Christian. La-di-da-di-da-di-da.
But I've done nothing wrong. They call me a heretic, simply for violating their principles of Christianity.
Look at me, I'm a Christian. Walking around with my crucifixes.
Please, Mr. Pry, I beg of you. If you have power over the evil that plagues this town, start here.
Okay. She turned into a newt. Witch! Did you guys ever see, I've never even seen the original Hocus Pocus. My dad hated, like, witchcraft stuff and wizardry and all that. So he would never let us, like, rent it. When did Hocus Pocus come out? Like, when did that first one come out? I've never seen it before. But I know that they made a sequel, like, relatively recently, within the past, like, few years. And they're making a third one, apparently. It was Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, and Bette Midler, right? Those were the witches. Like, people seem to love it, and I kind of, like, missed out on that one. I may have been in high school when it came out, so maybe it looked like a little too kiddie, and at that point I was just like, yeah, Freddy Krueger, raw. So maybe I probably would have passed it up, but it's got like a heavy cult following. I always just forget to watch it. Yeah, it seemed like that's all that I hear is that it was like a really fun movie. Now, maybe it doesn't hold up as well, like unless you have that like nostalgia of watching it when you were a kid. You know what's funny though? So I never got to see Hocus Pocus, but I got to see Roald Dahl's The Witches. My mom read me like a bunch of Roald Dahl's books when I was a kid. And so when The Witches came out, we went to go see it in the theater. Obviously my dad didn't go. I think my mom was just like, don't tell your dad we're going to watch this. I think it was something along the lines of that. So, no Hocus Pocus, but Roald Dahl's The Witches. The Witches, the Witches. Not the young ladies, but what? The Witches. But what? The Witches. What's the Newt quote thing from? What that? What that? She turned me into a newt. That's it. That's it, Monty Python. Yeah. Yeah. I seem to have soiled myself. I think I soiled myself again. It's a good one. I haven't watched Holy Grail probably since college. That's a good one. That's a real good one. That's a mighty fine one. What did I do last time to Get the game to, like, stop flipping out. You know what? I got a better idea here. None, and I'm gonna put that one down there. Now I won't run into any issue. At least I don't think. Okay. We should be good. Not enough, like, small interactables in the environment. Like, there's a dead guy. I feel like we should be able to, like, hey, man, what is this? I mean, it's a dead dude, but he'd be like, that's a dead guy. And I could be like, yeah, that guy is dead. Okay, so we go right, and then left, and then left. Right, left, just stay to the left. Right, and then just stay to the left. Cool. Just save again. Is that just a branch sticking out of the tree? Nope, that is a arm. I have a human arm. What am I gonna do with it? Ugh. Okay. I can beat things with a human arm. Neat. Oh, I can turn around. Why was there a human arm stuck? You know, I want to use it to beat things with. Bring that human arm with you. It's just leaking blood. Oh, this is great. I love it. Your mother's a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. You know? I still don't get that joke. In elementary school, I guess our buddy had watched, like, Monty Python and the Holy Grail with his parents. And, one day, we were like, we would just joan back and forth with each other, making fun of one another. And one day, my buddy Damien was just like, your mother's a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. And nobody understood what the hell he just said right there. It was one of the funniest things that we had ever heard. Like, we lost our shit. We were just like, that was hilarious. And he was like, yeah, that was really funny. And it wasn't until years later when I saw Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I was just like, holy shit, that's where he got that from? That sneaky bastard. That sneaky bastard. It was probably like a good, I bet you I wasn't in, I bet you I didn't hear that quote until college. I don't think I saw the Holy Grail until, like, maybe I was like 18 or 19. We go right. I mean, maybe it's worth going off the beaten path. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe there could be some items. I lost my severed arm, and I don't have a map. Oh. I mean, we're definitely going the wrong way. Wait, did he just bend down? I just walked through that really wet water. Cereal, how do you know the water was wet? This water's wet. Very simple. Yeah, alright. Let's just go to Coffin Rock. At least it's marked on the map. That's pretty cool. I bet you all these bodies are gonna come to life, right? They're like littered everywhere. They're gonna come to life. Where's my severed arm? He took my cool severed arm away. Alright, well, it basically said stay to the left. Let's see what's down here. Oh. What is this? Look at how far away I am. Like, we wrapped around. Interesting. Okay. I definitely don't want to go that way. If you saw, we were on the left side of the map there. We're on the right, and then we went all the way to the left. So that's good to know. So there's screen wrap. Okay. That was cool. There was like a ghost over there. It walked through the blood and it left bloody footprints. I like that. That was neat. That was very neat. I dig that muchly. Alright, we stay to the left here too. Oh, blood. Okay. I was wondering what the red was. It's my reticle. Okay. I was like, what the hell is that red thing in the distance? My reticle. Here. We're at rock. The rock. This one says SAV instead of .NOC. It's different.
What evil is this? God help us all if that old woman has freed herself to inflict such horror.
The child must not be freed. Leave now or risk your own soul.
Dear God, who speaks to me?
You can't hide. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you.
I'm beating their heads in with the Holy Cross. Hold on. It is horrifying, isn't it? Oh, did it, like, break? That, like, break something? It won't go back? Pausing the game seems to... The game doesn't like pausing. It's not good. Great. Maybe we just saved it, so it's not like the end of the world. Oh, my controller died. My controller died. Okay. Oh. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, so enemies drop, like, bullets and health and all that. Okay. Do we not free them? Is combat still going? Oh, it is. I don't know what happened there. My controller is... Yeah, we gotta replace the batteries. That's what happened. The batteries died. You know, I went from, like, doing stuff to not doing anything, and I was like, why am I not doing it? Because the controller died. Every time I put, like, new batteries in this now, it, like, desyncs. And it just flashes. Like, it doesn't connect back up. The last time, like, when it just turned off and I turned it back on, it was fine. I put new batteries in it and it's like, nah. I hate... Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, we're at the rock. We were right here. Alright, everything's cool, I think. Oops. Except when I do that. Alright. I don't know why I break everything, Moxie. I don't know why. It just happens. Ah. There we go.
I will get you back to town, child.
I mean, we could just leave the child there.
Do you know her?
Isabel Abel, one of the missing children. Where did you find her?
Coffin Rock.
Such strange and horrible markings. Who could do such violence to a child?
She was splayed across the rock. It looked like a ritual sacrifice. What say you, priest?
I say it's the work of a witch. Most certainly the Kedward woman. But how could she have escaped the ropes, Jonah?
She couldn't have. She was bound tightly. And even if she had escaped, she would have surely succumbed to the elements. Could it be that another witch, or even a coven of them, seeks to finish her work?
Impossible! This is Kedward's handiwork. We must confront the Styler woman and find out exactly what she knows. If she refuses to talk, we will find ways to make her talk.
That won't be necessary, Father. Let me talk to her again. She trusts me.
Do not allow yourself to be manipulated by her evil, Pry. The devil himself works his deceit through these witches.
I need to do some work back at the courthouse. Mr. Pry, I'm afraid your sidearm won't do it all. Take my rifle.
Thank you, good sir.
It's not a musket, that's a
I
blunderbuss.
must ask you a great favor, Jonathan. A favor that may well save us all. In this very town is the grave of a great priest. A man who knew much about the forces of darkness. He took to his grave a powerful Christian relic. A cross that grants immense power to he who wears it. If it were to fall into the wrong hands, it would mean disaster for us all.
Where is the body buried?
Ooh. We get to go grave robbing?
In the cemetery. Take this scroll with you. Hold it up to the gate and read aloud the words written here, and you will gain access. Tread cautiously, my son. The woods are in the clutches of great evil. But if you can find the relic and bring it back to me, I'll teach you how to wield its great power.
You got it, homie. You got it. Yeah, great. Sorry. The, expatter program crashed. You okay, kiddo? Did we talk to him? No? Probably for the best. Probably for the best. Alright, so they wanted us to go to the graveyard, yeah? It was back here. And they said cemetery scroll? Cemetery?
Etienne de Beo Pevenire.
Debo? Blunderbuss, two-handed shotgun. Oh yeah. I mean, put that blunderbuss on. Ground demons.
What demons are these?
Oh! Ah!
This must be what the priest was talking about. I'd better return it to Hale.
Uh-huh, but what about all that health? Oh, okay. Ooh. I got a shovel, though. So... let's dig up some nerds. Oh, I guess I don't need the shovel. Oh, I jacked that priest up, didn't I? I hit him with my old 1-2 clubbery-doo right in that grill piece. Cool. I'm just trying. I think I'm doing that. I don't think that that's the game flipping out. I think that was just me being a fool. Okay. Cool. We beat a boss. That's pretty dope. And he went down like a punk.
You found it, my son. But where? Was it still in the priest's grave?
I took it from the clutches of the undead. The cemetery is full of resurrected corpses. No doubt the Blair Witch has worked her demonic spells to raise the dead.
Then my dreams were true. Thank you, Mr. Pry. Had this sacred relic passed into the hands of the devil's minions, all would have been lost. Let me teach you how to invoke God's power with this cross. You may well need it.
Yeah, give me Jesus moves. Jesus can do a drop kick from the top rope.
May God be with you, my son. I will pray for your safe return.
What kind of sacrilegious Jesus move did I get? Catches enemies on fire? Nope. I totally want to catch enemies on fire. Burn them! Is that the only thing I can do, though, boss? Like anything else?
May God be with you, my son. I will pray for your safe return.
Where I'm going, God isn't wanted. There's something cool that people say, you know, when they're being badass. I'm not badass, so I don't get to say cool things. I am the opposite of badass. I'm sad ass.
I see you've made it back from the woods.
You know it.
I found one of the children at Coffin Rock. She's been tortured, and her body is covered with ritualistic markings. We believe the Kedward woman is still alive, and that it is she who has abducted the children.
It can't be. Elly would never harm anyone. No witch would do such evil things. People are simply afraid of the unknown, and they blame witchcraft for that which they can't explain.
Perhaps. But it is the only reasonable explanation. The markings on the child are arcane, and must surely be born of witchcraft. I need to get inside Elly's house, Elizabeth. Tell me how to get there.
You'll never find her house on your own without a map. I have one. In a spell book at my house. Jonah would never allow me to have it in my possession here. But if you bring it to me, I can show you how to get there.
It would be foolish of me to bring a self-confessed witch her spell book.
It's of no use to me here. The priest put a ward on my cell that prevents me from using any spells, so I'm powerless with or without it. If you really want to search Elly's house, you must bring it to me.
Very well. I'll bring it to you.
Here is the key to my house. Go quickly.
Oh, I'll aid you, witch. I'll aid you. Aiding. 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 We're aiding. We're aiding. Alright. I gotta go. I gotta go. We need to go check out a... I forgot what my mom called it, but apparently she wants me to go with her to go check out this place that we might, for like hospice, transferring my dad into, because the nursing home that he's in isn't that great, and since he doesn't have that much longer to live, we want it to be as, you know, like comfortable as possible. We're kind of thinking the reason why he's so restless is that he's like super uncomfortable, so maybe getting a little more comfort in like another place might be good. So either way, guys, I gotta head out. I gotta go talk to people about depressing things. But I plan on being back tonight, and we'll finish this up. We'll finish this up. Either way, guys, it's Thursday, right? It's Thursday. So enjoy your Thursdays. Let's go raid someone. Go throw you guys over to someone. Uber was kind enough to raid us, so maybe we should be kind enough to go raid somebody else. Let's here, we'll go do something very strange. We raided Adam already a bunch, but he at least streams relatively regularly. He's playing some Pokemon Stadium. So go say hey to Adam James playing Pokemon Stadium. He's a lot of fun. Either way, guys, enjoy your mornings, afternoons, evenings, whatever you got going on today. Have great Thursdays. See you guys on Friday. I'll be back tonight, and we'll keep playing more Blair Witch. This one actually seems really cool. It's a lot more action-oriented, too, which is kind of dope. I kind of like that. Enemies drop items and stuff like that. It seems cool. It seems cool so far. I'm sorry it took me so long to, like, get it actually, like, running. It was running, just not without, like, bugs. Either way, guys, enjoy your Thursdays. Peace out. Bye-bye.